Hello, my name is Alistair. This video is going to be about the history of the Monoposto. The Monoposto was born 4 years ago. Seems like just a short amount of time. Here is the car in the background in my workshop, and you can see all the facilities of the workshop. Welders, sandblasting cabinet, anvil, vertical drill. Upstairs is a lathe milling machine. There isn't anything that can't be built in this workshop with a bit of skill. I'm going to about this project that took 4 people 4 years to build, and I hope you enjoy the story. About 4 years ago, a series of discussions took place, some probably in a paddock or several paddocks in central Scotland, as to what sort of car that I wanted to build next. And it emerged in these discussions that what I really wanted was a model of a 1930s single-seat race car. This is what really would give me the enthusiasm to build a new car. I've built 2 cars in the past from scratch. 2013 I finished a Silva J15, which is basically a race car. Very interesting car, had it till very recently. The other were about 7 years ago. I bought a pile of bits to build an Austin 7 Special. I may add that no 2 bits had been on the same car. However, this Monoposto has turned out to be a completely different scale in relation to these cars. The project started normally enough, the gathering of bits. Might need to build an Austin 7 Special. However, as I acquired each of these parts, I modelled each part in CAD. There's a method in this madness. Because basically there was going to be multiple people on the project, and I wanted to be able to communicate accurately with all the people that were involved. So eventually this CAD practice would create a complete drawing for the whole car, but that wasn't the purpose. It took 4 years, 4 people. The 4 people were Paul Neil McLaughlin, who run as part of a company out in Pennycook who does vintage and classic engineering. Myself, who's originally an electronics engineer, but built 2 cars prior to this. Alistair McGill, who's a really skilled metalworking person, and he spent 4 months in this workshop. And Jim Pettigrew, who by training was an architect, but did a lot of the body styling on this project, and that's why it looks so smooth. The specification for the Monoposto were as follows. It must conform to Bert Hadley rules for single-seat racers. It must be lightweight, high performance, but also safe to drive. And the third thing is it must be competitive and reliable in the single-seater class. The original chassis design was done by Paul in balsa wood, and he checked it at that point for torsional stiffness. The design was then transferred immediately into CAD and was one of the first objects created. I'm not going to bore you with the detail of how the car was designed. That's covered in numerous videos on this channel. If you want to spend hours looking at how the car was created, please be my guest. The engine built by Paul is now a reliable power unit, dynoed at 40 brake horsepower at Scitech, the engine tuners. The handling is without vices. The aluminium body panel work has been received positively by numerous visitors in the paddock. The body shape has been praised in equal number and is all part of the finished design from day one. The overall build quality has been widely praised. 2.5 years preparing for a track day in this car, and finally I think it's come together. I've even got my numbers on for Doon on Saturday, and if it survives Saturday I might even pay for Sunday as well.
Code 5 clear.
Car and me have certainly picked up some silverware this year. First in class at Bo'ness 2 days running, and second in class at Forestburn. However, there are a number of reasons probably why I've been successful this year, because two of the fastest guys in my class were missing because they blew up their engines or gearboxes or something. However, the car has been remarkably successful. So, in summary, the car has, despite its success, is not without its challenges for next year. The car is too heavy. I need to shed some weight. I've identified a couple of places, like the shock absorbers. I could turn them from steel to aluminium. Could drill some holes in some stuff. Could put in a lithium battery. Bring down the overall weight. I've also found some stuff in the carburetor that I think might improve things. But basically I've got to learn how to drive the thing. It drives different from any other car that I've owned in the past, and so it needs a bit of skill acquired to be competitive next year, because I think things will hot up from that point of view. But I can't help but thank all the numerous people that have helped me on this project, and I'll put up a list at the end.